it's Rebecca and today is another book review day, and this one is my 16th book that I have read for the 2015 reading challenge. I will put a little link down below in the description box explaining what the challenge is about, but basically it's to read 52 books over a year, with each book coming from a different category. And the book that I have been reading this time is a book set in a different country. And the book that I've been reading this time is The Fattest Man in America by Christopher Nicholson. So I will read you the blurb as usual and then talk to you about the book. In a small Texas town lives Mickey, weighing in at nearly 1,000 pounds, who affectionately refers to himself as the King of Fat. Having outgrown the lift and his job as a bellboy at the Ranelagh Grand Hotel, Mickey decides to make ends meet by becoming a tourist attraction. Initially, it's an amateur affair. People pay a little to look, a little more to touch, or to take a photograph. But when Mickey takes on a professional manager, business begins to boom. Billboards go up in the highway, a cafeteria and gift shop are built alongside the house, and recordings of Tibetan lamas chanting in the background add to the atmosphere. Mickey is a star. Yet, as he becomes even more famous, Mickey begins to feel a profound unease. His life has become a celebration of the flesh, but what of the spirit? Set against the West's alarm over the problems of increasing obesity, this is the very human story of one man's struggle to come to terms with his freakish body. In his own darkly funny words, here is Mickey's journey towards a particularly American idea of heaven. This was a strange book. It took me quite a long while to read, and that was because the chapters were extremely long. I have a problem with very long chapters. When I'm reading, I like to be able to put my bookmark in at a certain point so that I know I won't forget what's gone on. But with this one, the chapters were so long, it just took me such a long time to plough through it. And I don't think the chapters needed to be as long as they were. So that's why it's taken me well over a week to read a normal sized novel. And it's also strange because not a lot actually happens. It's more of a look at this young man's life and what he's doing with himself. He's always been large. He was always picked on at school. But he seems to think that it's okay. And I know we're all different sizes, and please don't criticise that I'm being fattest or anything, but there's no need to be 800 pounds or 1,000 pounds. That is obscenely obese. But he believes that God made him that way, and that's the way that he should be. And it's worrying that he doesn't think, even after the doctors have told him that he's going to have health problems in the future, he's got diabetes, he finds it very difficult to move. He has to crawl rather than walk because his legs can't carry his weight. He still doesn't see a problem with his size. And I know we should all be happy in the body that we have, and I've got no problems with that. But when you are putting your own health and your life at risk, then you should sit up and think. But he doesn't. He believes that God wanted him that way, and that's the way he should be. So he is this size. He is huge. He is fat. He is heavy. And he decides to become a tourist attraction and have people come and take photos of him, to look at him, to touch his flesh, to touch his flabby tummy. And he seems okay with it. And even though people have told him that it's like going to a freak show, kind of in Victorian times when you'd pay money to see the bearded lady or Siamese twins or some sort of strange person, he didn't see himself as a freak. He just saw it as that's how life is for him. And it's ever so sad. It's sad that he doesn't want more for himself, that he doesn't feel that, it's almost like he feels like he doesn't deserve any more. This is who he is, and this is how life is, and that's it. And it's sad. It's sad how people take advantage of him. He has a manager who promotes this amazingly fat man, gets people coming in. He has thousands and thousands of people come in to see him, to take pictures, to touch him, as though he's some sort of commodity that can be bought. And he's a human being, and nobody should feel that they have to do that with themselves. It is a type of prostitution. Women would come in and they'd want to lick and touch and kiss and bite his fat. And he just feels that it's okay. And he doesn't try to lose weight. He doesn't try to eat healthier. He doesn't try to take care of himself. People have complained that he smells, that he's disgusting. And still he just settles into this life, and it's such an awful way to be. We should always be striving to be the best at whatever we can be. It doesn't matter what it is, but we should be striving. And for Mickey in this book, he sees the best that he can be out of anything is the fattest man in America. And I don't understand. I don't understand why anyone would think that that's okay, that that's all you should aim for is fame for being huge. But he seems okay with it. And in the end, it is quite lovely. He does get a girlfriend who is large herself. Not as large as him, but is large. And she loves him and he loves her. But still, I just find it strange that you would put your health at risk just for this money and this fame and this notoriety. There's no need for it. So I don't know whether or not to recommend this book. It's a sad story. It's a sad look at human nature and what we think of ourselves and how we behave. And it's, like I say, it's very difficult to get through because the chapters are so long. There's only 7 chapters in the whole book. And I've read books this size that have 30, 40 chapters in them. So it does take a while to get, well, for me, it took a while to get through. But I don't know whether or not anyone would enjoy reading it because it is... I want to grab hold of Mickey and just tell him that there's more to life, that he can do so much more than just be famous for being fat. But his family couldn't get through to him, his sisters, his mum. Nobody could get through to him that what he was doing to himself wasn't right. He should be trying to do a lot more with his life. So it's very sad, slightly disturbing and weird, and I don't know whether or not you should read it. But if that's your kind of thing, then give it a go. It is very well written, I won't deny that, but the story's just a little bit strange. So if you would like to hear any of my other book reviews, then please subscribe to my channel. I put new videos out every time I've read a book. I also sometimes give out writing advice and share my own writing with you. So if you are interested in reading or writing, then please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.